Hi guys, OB Dave here.
And I am Ash.
Together we are doing this for the second time.
Yes, please press record. Is it definitely recording?
It is recording this time, yeah. We're doing a pretty good intro then.
I know.
But we got about 30 seconds in, which to be fair is very short for one of our intros.
I know. And Dave was like, oh no, now it's recording.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, he said mean things about me and unfortunately we weren't recording. Now what Ash was pointing out is the fact that we're recording at her flat today.
Yes.
And the way I
Dave was
decided to differentiate is by doing pink lighting to represent the fact that we're in a lady flat. I think that's fair.
Dirty when you said lady flat.
Yeah.
So blue at Dave's house and pink at mine, apparently.
Yeah, and then if we're ever a bit confused, then we'll do yellow lighting because it's gender neutral.
Where would we film that? Where's gender neutral?
Did you say ginger neutral?
No, I said
You're trying
gender.
to neutralise all the gingers?
No, I said gender.
Where would we do that? It'd have to be in like a mediator's office. Somewhere where you meet that's neither you or me. Traumatised. Right then, I'm going to play you a song from my childhood.
Nice.
So Slipknot, their first album I think was 1990. Not the first album, sorry. The first album that was massive.
Okay.
With Corey, the vocalist.
Right.
I think was 1999. You can correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. My bro went to see him.
Yeah.
In the, I want to say the Hop and Grape, which is the Academy 3.
Okay.
In Manchester, which is small, supported by Kitty and 1 Minute Silence.
Haven't heard of any of those.
99, but my bro went and met him at Virgin Megastores before for a signing.
Sweet.
And then there used to be a member called Chris. I don't know if he still is with him or not. I think he wants to say he left. But big long nose on his mask that you'll see. And my bro slapped it. Oh. And all the security guards stepped in, and it turns out they found it funny. So well, that's good. Yeah, so he said it was one of those moments where he was like, oh shit, what have I just done?
Oh Jesus.
But I didn't get to go to that because I was too young. Which I was a bit, when I grew up a bit, I was a bit devastated. I was either 12 or 13 years old, which my parents said isn't old enough to be going to gigs like that. But Slipknot went on to become one of the biggest bands for me getting into metal. Yeah. Like Halloween, I went as a Slipknot member once. Like me and all my mates had boiler suits and things like that.
Well, everyone's heard of Slipknot. Like I've definitely heard of the band. I couldn't say I've heard any of their songs, but again, I wasn't really into the heavier stuff. Yeah. So.
Well, for me, everything around them, the fact that they're wearing masks, there's 9 of them, they're fighting on stage and like...
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen any of this stuff.
Everything about them was this crazy cultural thing that was like, what the fuck is that?
Okay.
And when you're an angsty teenager and like, so are your mates, it was everything. And then a few years later, they released an album called Iowa that was really heavy. And then I started fading off a little bit and getting into Pantera, Slayer, bands like that. So I didn't follow Slipknot. Like for the past 10, 15 years, I've listened to some songs in passing, but I've never banged on an album.
Fair enough. Okay.
So there's a little bit of the history. What are we, 3 minutes, 20 seconds? That's all right.
Probably.
For almost getting into a song.
I know.
Is there anything you'd like to add?
Oh, if you guys have noticed, there is a copycat channel of Dave's.
It's just
up in the comments.
It's someone trying to get you to go to a Telegram. Hopefully people are aware of the scam.
Yeah, I hope you would pick up on it. But they literally like commenting on your comments saying like, hey buddy or hey dude, I've got a surprise for you. And it's called OB Dave Reacts, obviously, and then it's got Dave's profile picture. But in the thing it does say Telegram on Instagram or something.
It's bots that do it, and they're trying to get people over to Telegram to scam them. Just don't do it. Hopefully people are aware of that. Right, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. Let's hear some heavy, very heavy music.
Slipknot, Wait and Bleed. Incidentally, even though I didn't see him in 99, I saw Slipknot in 2000 at Leeds Festival.
Oh, nice.
So I did get to see him the next year, and it was absolutely amazing.
Oh, amazing.
But yeah, let's do it. Slipknot, Wait and Bleed.
This song is called Wait and Bleed.
Oh, they really do wear masks. I've never seen it. Is that the long nose?
Yeah.
It's a good thing I can see skin, because I don't think I could cope with these masks. You can see it's an accent.
There's another way
It's not the kind of heavy I was expecting.
I was just about to say that. I think maybe you were expecting it to be brutal heavy, like the Lorna Shore stuff we've been reacting to.
No, not even like Lorna Shore. What was that? That one we reacted to, where like I didn't even know what to do with it. Like that weird like video with all the graphics and the people being murdered and.
Infinite Highway.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's the kind of thing I was expecting.
Well, this was
especially when you talk about mass, and thank goodness I can see skin because I don't think I could cope.
This was kind of at the start of the genre called nu metal,
right?
And it's where you'd had your Metallicas and Panteras and like guitar solos and sort of stuff. Nu metal just stripped everything back.
Okay.
Down-tuned guitars, no guitar solos, and was more aggressive, but then a lot of the time melodic in vocal style as well. It was a whole like thing that just happened. It was a whole. But I was thinking you were probably expecting this to be heavier. For a 11, 12, 13-year-old kid that's never listened to metal before, it was like, oh, this is the heaviest thing in the world. And then I started just going heavier and heavier.
I think I just turned everything up. I don't know what I just did. But before you continue, I was listening to you. It's just I was fiddling with that.
No,
but what I was going to say is, what's happening in the crowd? Did you see that like little mist area? There's just one point in the crowd.
I think it's dust. I think there's a mosh pit and I think it's dust rising.
No way. You being serious? It looks like it's like water mist, not dust. And it's just in one little pocket of the crowd.
I've seen this a lot of times because, again, back to the Metallica thing that we talked about, there was a Slipknot VHS tape that my bro had that was going around that was like footage of this concert and then some other stuff on it. It was pretty short, if I remember rightly, but it shows more of this. And I think it's just dry. I think it's just a festival that's like, you know, not raining for a bit.
Okay. It's water! Here's water! They're really fun live, actually. They seem like they're a great band full of loads of energy. I struggle a little with that clown mask. All the other ones I could kind of get past because you can see people's necks.
Yeah.
And obviously the footage isn't lingering on them, so it's just sort of flashes, so it's okay. But that clown mask was a bit uncomfortable. I did appreciate the music. Like, I think I prefer this over a lot of the heavier stuff that you showed me to. Obviously, you know I love Lorna Shore.
Yeah.
They are amazing. But I like this melodic sort of thing, and then the growling, and then the melodicness, and then the growling, and it's...
This is a whole era of metal. Like, when the nu metal thing happened, it became sort of like... Metal's gone through phases where it's been like lycra and big hair and stuff. And then in the 90s, it's like lumberjack shirts and camo shorts and things like that. And a bit more man sort of stuff. And then when this came along, it was just about being a weirdo. Everything was just about being weird as fuck. And it was like... You know, when you're like a teenager, you don't know who you are and you're figuring life out and stuff. And you find this angsty, like weird as fuck, crazy band. And like the whole nu metal scene was kind of like that. There was a lot of lyrics about things like not fitting in and depression and things like that, but done in an aggressive way.
Okay.
that, like, especially when you're 12, 13, 14
Yeah,
years
it really
old,
speaks
it
to
just
the soul.
hits.
I get it.
Absolutely. But yeah, proper nostalgic, that for me.
Yeah, it was a
Absolutely
really
love it.
good song. I wish I could have heard it better. I know you guys have obviously heard it in a lot better quality. These headphones are a little weird. But I really enjoyed that. I think I could happily listen to more of that if you're up to reacting to more.
Absolutely, yeah. And the thing is, because I dipped out of Slipknot a long time ago, we are back. Sorry about that, guys. Camera battery died just as I was saying something, and I cannot remember for the life of me what I was saying.
No, it was something about obviously your teenage angst years and it
Yeah.
really connecting with you and a whole era of this kind of music.
It was a special time to become a metalhead.
Yeah.
It really was, but then I started getting into your Slayers and your Panteras and Metallicas
Yeah.
of, like, the generation before, if you know what I mean. That's why I think 90s was the best decade for metal ever.
Nice.
But I got into metal in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Like 99, 2000. Either way, nostalgic. I absolutely loved it.
Oh no, I'm up for more. Definitely up for more.
I'm glad. And the masks do change throughout the iteration
Like I
of their
said,
career.
as long as I can see the skin around the neck,
Yeah.
I'm okay. And like I said, the one guy, the singer, you could see his mouth.
Yeah.
It was just that clown, you could not.
Yeah.
And that was a bit, but luckily, like I said, the camera flashes back and forth between them and in the crowd, so it doesn't really linger on them. It's not like the Ren videos where it like, they pop up and they're just like staring at you and there's no sign of skin or anything. It's just, ugh.
There's videos where they're full-blown fighting on stage. Like,
Really?
there's 9 of them at this point. So obviously there's a drummer, I think there's 2 percussionists, vocalists, 2 guitarists, bassist, there's a DJ.
Wow.
That's only 8. I don't know, I'm missing someone. But either way, absolute bedlam on stage.
Yeah,
Just
seems like
absolute carnage.
Wow.
Fighting, puking, stage diving, climbing up the rafters. Like, it's just madness. So yeah, what an experience to grow up with.
Yeah, seriously, didn't have that kind of thing back home. We didn't really have festivals like that. I think the only music festival I ever went to was held at a school, at my brother's school, when I was like, I think 6, and it was the Bee Gees.
Nice. Well, the first festival I went to was Leeds Festival in 2000, and that was Slipknot, Blink-182, Rage Against the Machine.
Nice.
I think Stereophonics may have been there, but they're not really for me.
I quite like Stereophonics.
Placebo were there as well. I got to see Placebo.
Never heard of them.
You've never heard Placebo?
No.
It's one of my bro's favourite bands of all time.
Fair enough.
Anyway, right, we'll sign off there, guys. Cheers for that one. We'll see you guys.
See you guys on the next one.